Hey, Denise, you want to introduce everybody?
No.
I didn't have time to put my wig on today.
I'm doing the tech stuff. So ready? Go ahead, Mark.
I didn't have time to put my wig on. I was running late.
Welcome to Monday Night Funnies. My name is Mark Klaber. I'm co-producer of this show with Denise Medina. Everybody wave to Denise down there. Everybody wave. Yay! Okay. This is a fundraiser for Spondylitis Association of America. If you guys want to donate tonight, it's for spondylitis.org. If you don't know how to spell it, well, it's SPONDYLITIS.org. We are all donating our times this evening, and hopefully you guys could donate a few dollars to this wonderful cause. We have a very special lady who's in her club quarantine where, what is it, about 150 degrees tonight? She's the real housewife of 818. Everybody put your hands together for Jessica Winther.
Yay!
Hi guys. Yeah, I'm coming live from club quarantine, and I am speaking into a marker. This is real. Today, I'm not green with envy, and we're going to go back to green because we're just going to lose the orange altogether with a lot of hope. Yes, that is a subliminal message, people. The orange is down, okay? The orange is down. Welcome to our show. Thank you, Mark, because I couldn't pronounce what the organization is. I literally was like, oh my God, I am so special. I was like, spondylitis. I listen, I tried, I looked it up. So I'm just going to refer to you when we have to come back to donate, because that's what's happening. What?
Spondylitis.
Spondylitis. Oh, yeah. Okay. It sounds like a trip. I'm taking a spondylitis. It's not actually. It's a very good cause, and it's important. I'm welcoming everyone tonight. We've got some great comedians. Holly's doing her hair right now. If you would just look, now she's moving stuff around. I am a Real Housewife of the 818. It's crazy. Normally, Mark will tell me it's the 1818. I don't know what area code that is, but I'm assuming it's Mars, and I'm from there. Okay. I look human, kind of. I'm not. Lord, I want a show. I keep saying I'm a Real Housewife of the 818 because I'm dying for a show. Look at Holly's face. What's going on over there? Kelly, I'm looking at you. I do. And it's different. The 818 is the valley of California, the valley just of California, period. Well, it's like the valley of LA. It's the valley. It's San Fernando Valley. It's where the fires are. Okay. I want to be a Real Housewife of Beverly Hills.
Watch if you want. Oh, they start.
That's amazing. I mean, what's going on now? I got people talking here. You know, if I was a Real Housewife, this is like actually a Real Housewife show right now, because now we've got people talking. Are we going to start fighting? Like, are we going to start arguing? What's going to happen? Did you get diamonds? Because the Real Housewife of the 818, listen, I drive a nice car too. They drive Range Rovers, and I do too, I will say. The difference is mine is going to be repoed any minute now, okay? That's how it looks. They like shiny diamonds, and guess what? I like shiny crystals, all right? Rose quartz happens to be my favorite, and I've got it in my bra. Oh, God. I got to tell you, where's my show? They have one for Potomac. Real Housewife of Potomac. Where is Potomac? All right, I got dinging. I got all kinds of stuff happening. I'm aging. If you look at my face, I have bruises. It's not because I'm a secret agent. I just got the shit kicked out of me, and I'm like on here tonight. Like I'm a secret agent / comedian. Doesn't work like that. I wish it did. No, I'm a middle-aged Hollywood housewife. And you know you're a middle-aged Hollywood housewife when you have 5 different specialists trying to fix your heart, and not one of them is a cardiologist.
Ha ha ha.
Thank you. Thank you for whoever donated that little frickin' giggle. I mean, what the hell? Like, come on, wake up, people. I don't know. Like, what do you want me to stand on my head? Jesus.
Yeah.
I got a lot. I mean, I'm going to start talking about it. We're in quarantine. We're all stressed out. But like, I had a therapist trying to mend my heart. And I was like, baby, I'm a wreck. You know, when you go in, they fill out the whole form. I filled out every 25 questionnaires. Yes, yes, yes. She's like, Jessica, my God, you have all of these issues. I'm like, yeah. And you know what? There were some not on there. So look at the back. I had to add some. Okay. I had to add some. She's like, well, what is this? I mean, and I was like, I don't have seasonal depression because I live in LA, but I do have fire season depression. Jesus.
Yeah.
So many fires. Then she couldn't even handle me. She started asking, not only am I paying her, now I have to pay her for her therapist because I'm so fucked up. So she sent me to a psychiatrist. Sorry, Mark, I know you don't like cursing. I'm not really intentionally. It's not like I'm doing it intentionally. I'm trying to tell you my angst and woes. And who's muffling around on their phone? What is going on? I feel like I'm in my own house with my children. Jesus, come on. Okay. How am I supposed? It's good that we can work out all the kinks beforehand in my set. My set is the set to work them out. Okay. It is every show. It's like Jessica can't have a real set because we all got to fuck around on Jessica.
Did it again.
It's happening again. All right, guys. I am so glad we're live. One of these shows, I'm going to have a real set somewhere in here where I'm not interrupted by. Is the meteor coming? Is it the killer hornets? What's happening right now? Like, somebody just fix the phone. All right, just mute yourselves. I don't even need an audience at this point. Okay, I'm good. Now let me get back to my therapy problem, for crying out loud, so I can get this show rolling. Crap. So she sent me to a psychiatrist, and the psychiatrist says to me, you know what? You know you have ADHD. I was like, oh my God. You know, they always called me a daydreamer. Now I know. He's like, do you want me to medicate you? At 45, you're going to medicate me for this? I was like, I'm an ex-drug user. Just let me be. Let me go. I think that's illegal. God. And then I went to my astrologer. And yes, I think an astrologer is a doctor because they have charts, lots of charts. And then, so what if they have moons and stars, green clovers, blue diamonds? Who cares? Okay. And my astrologist said, Jessica, don't worry. Just follow your heart because it will go on and on and on. I gotta tell you, it took me a beat right there. And I was like, are you quoting Celine Dion? Dion? I mean, oh my God, like what is, this is the Titanic. You know the Titanic sank, right? Like, ah! Okay. But when I do go to my dermatologist and I get my bill, and yes, I still go to a dermatologist because that's all I have left in COVID. Okay, that's it. That's all I have left is my face. And by the way, it's a wreck right now. I get that bill and I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to have a heart attack. My throat starts to close. I sweat just like I'm doing right now. And I got to tell you, my left arm starts doing something funky. And I'm like, oh my God, my husband's going to kill me. I see you, Mark.
She's losing it.
So I've been meditating. You can see that it's working really well for me, right? I mean, you should have seen me before I started meditating. Okay, I'm not even gonna finish this joke and I'm just gonna get it going because I'm getting the finger, I'm getting the light, I'm getting muffled, and everybody wants to hear the funny people. They don't want to hear the poor old housewife of the 818 who's struggling with all her mental illness right now. That's gonna be our next show. Okay, so let's get this going. I'm going to put on a new outfit every time for whatever reason, just because I feel like it. And I hope this guy is here and not sideways. I'm just going to keep rolling into this. And please, whoever is loud, Zako, keep it to yourself. I'm just kidding. I don't know if it's you. But what is happening? Okay. We're ready, guys. This next gentleman, I don't have an intro for him, but all I can say is he hopefully is not sideways. He's a top comedian from Chicago. And if that's not true, well, fuck it. Because that's the kind of show we run. We don't know what's going to happen. We've got dogs. We've got headbands. We've got wigs. We've got glasses. We've got people from all over the country. This guy looks like a newscaster or sportscaster. Let's give it up for Joe Antonacci.
Joe.
What's up, guys? Everybody can hear me okay?
Yeah.
Test. Good. Yeah, I don't know. This whole Zoom thing gets me it's a little weirded out. You know, I got Patti Vasquez over there. She's making us all look foolish with her fancy house, you know? What are you doing this from a furniture store, Vasquez? What are you doing? You're making us feel like idiots over here. I thought I had a nice living room. I'm like, look at this, right? Look at this. She's over at like Dania or something. She's at some furniture store. And it's not the dump. Trust me. And it's not IKEA because nobody could have put all that much shit together. Anyway, it's good to see everybody. Hope everybody's staying nice and calm before the election. I just think it's, listen, I'm just getting too old. I was thinking the other day, it's like, okay, so who was president when you were born, And I always thought, I was born in 1960, so I was always like, oh, JFK was president when I was born. That's a lie because I was born in August. So Eisenhower was president when I was born. It makes you feel so much older. JFK was cool. Eisenhower, Jesus Christ, I feel like I'm 1,000. I feel like I should say Ulysses Grant was president when I was born. But, it's too old. You just feel like I'm too old, My kids say I'm too old to be hip, but I'm too young to need a replacement. So it puts me in there somewhere. I don't know, but I do my best. I really try to relate to the younger generations. They were talking on TV today about how Generation Z is going to help determine this election, these young kids. And I was talking to a 19-year-old the other day. We were having a great conversation, but all of a sudden, in the middle of the conversation, he says to me, yo, bro, why are you tripping with all these questions? I said, geez, I'm sorry if I'm tripping with these questions, but you do understand? This is a job interview. Skylar. Help me out here. How can a generation that likes to sleep till noon consider themselves woke? And I like technology. It's not that I don't like technology. It's how and when people use that technology. I remember I was in church and guy right in front of me was texting, and he's texting and laughing and texting and chuckling and texting and smiling. I said, that's it. That's too much, that's over the line. After Mass, I'm going to confront this guy. And I did. I went right up to him and I said, hey, Father Tom, what's with all the texting? It doesn't get easy. I was in the supermarket, and the display said, trial size depends. Now, thankfully, I don't need Depends, but either you need them or you don't need them. Who needs a trial size? Either you're pissing yourself or you're not pissing yourself. What are you gonna? I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try to control pissing myself. I'm not sure if I really want to or not. It's like to pee or not to pee, right? Well, that is the question. I just don't understand why there would have to be a trial size. I think either you need them or you don't. But speaking of furniture, I actually got in a little trouble over the weekend. I was asked to leave IKEA. Now, in my defense, the sign clearly said, throw pillows. So I don't feel that bad. So just before COVID, I flew back. I was out of town. I flew back, and as the flight attendant came down the aisle with her trash bag, I said to her, I never felt truly loved as a child. She said, sir, that is not what I meant when I asked if you had any personal items you wanted to discard. I'm not very handy. I don't know. Is anybody handy? Zako, Mike Maxwell, are you guys handy? Brooks Sullivan, anybody
Nope.
handy? I am not handy. That's the first thing I'll admit. I am not handy. I spent the entire weekend trying to install one of those video doorbells. I got all finished. I didn't realize I installed it backwards. So I jump out of the shower to see who's at the door, and the voice in the hallway says, excuse me, sir, but it's UPS, and coincidentally, I have a small package for you also. Damn cold shower. So I don't know. I don't know if there's any Italians. I'm originally from New Jersey, and I thought there'd be so many Italians when I moved here to Chicago, and there's hardly any Italians here compared to New Jersey. I heard about your Italian beef and your deep dish pizza. I find hardly any Italians here. So I decided to check things out. I went online and I saw that the most recent Chicago census, 25% of those surveyed identified themselves as either Irish, German, or Polish. Less than 4% responded, "What are you writing, a fucking book?" Those are my Italians. And one of the many funny things, I saw there's a bunch of statewide initiatives on the ballot tomorrow, which always amaze me. They're always fascinating to me. One of the initiatives is to make dental care more affordable for a bunch of people in different states, right? So they want to make dental insurance affordable to every employee in the state. And I thought that sounds nice, but you know how we protect our teeth in New Jersey? We mind our fucking business. Marijuana's on the ballot. We've had marijuana legalized here in Illinois now since January. Seems to be going pretty well. But you know, to all my friends online at the dispensary, I don't understand it, because if you're online for 2 hours to spend $300 for 4 grams of weed, plus another $70 in state and local taxes, get off that line. You're already high. There's 4 more states that are going to put legalization of marijuana on the ballot tomorrow. And I was surprised because originally I heard there were supposed to be 7. So I wondered what happened to the other 3. Apparently those who were in favor of the legalization misplaced their petitions. So another recent statewide initiative was Oregon. They passed a law in Oregon making it legal to compost dead bodies, right? So instead of burial or even cremation, now in Oregon, you're able to compost that. It sounds innovative, but I got news for you. I'm from New Jersey. We've been composting bodies for decades back there. And I'll tell you another thing. That's why they call us the Garden State. I don't know if you've ever seen our tomatoes, but trust me, Oregon's got nothing on us. But I hope everything goes well tomorrow. I hope the election is a good result. I hope everything stays calm. I hope everything is relaxed. You know, we can chill out a little bit. We can stop going back and forth with all the comments. I mean, I don't understand. At this point, you're going to tell me who I should vote for. I mean, if there are 3 undecided people in the country, I would be stunned. But people still feel the need to vote for this guy, or this guy's this, or this guy's that. I don't know. I think you should just let it go. But I really like, I like the old fashioned, you know, don't talk about politics, religion, or money, you know. I mean, I don't mind doing it on stage when you're telling jokes, you know. I'll tell a Trump or a Biden joke with the rest of them, but I don't know. As far as telling me who to vote for, you know, take care of yourself, worry about yourself, and I'll take care of the rest. I think, actually, you know, New Jersey, we have a lot of funny rules. One of the laws in New Jersey says that you can't pump your own gas. There is not a self-service gas station in the entire state of New Jersey, not one. You get an attendant. So when I moved to Illinois, it was literally the first time I ever pumped my own gas. I figured, how hard could it be? Then I got to the pump. First question, cash, credit, or debit? Okay, I'll play your game. Credit. Credit inside or credit outside? Now, is that a trick question? Because you know, I'm outside. What is your card number? What is your PIN number? What is your zip code? Do you want a car wash? Do you have a loyalty card? I didn't answer this many questions when I got the card that I was using at the pump. So finally, I decided the self-service gas was nothing but a pain in the ass. If I needed gas, I'd go as infrequently as possible. Then it occurred to me, this is the most anyone's cared about me in a long, long time. Now I go if I need a gallon or two just for the attention. So it's election eve. I hope everybody has a good day tomorrow. I hope everything stays calm. I hope we have a clear winner, and I hope everybody goes home happy. And I wish everybody good luck for your candidate. May the best man win.
Give it up for Joe Antonacci. Yes.
Oh my God,
Okay,
Vikings.
Wow. Thank you for that. The continuation of your TED Talk, Joe. I appreciate it. If you notice my hair or my costume change, you have ran the light, people. You have ran the light.
I was waving.
I love you, Joe. And you know what? We are all going to vote for me because I'm on the ballot. They want crazy people. If Kanye can do it, so can I. Can you imagine the Viking bruised up, vain 818 housewife making a comeback? Jesus. Okay. Yeah, there you go. That was amazing, Joe. All right, we're keeping this show right along. You never know what's going to happen. You never know what costume's going to show up, and you never know who's going to fly in at any moment. Like my name is Ingrid now. So this next lady, she is a nurse. She's funny. She's dark. I think she's from Chicago. I don't know. She said, make it up. Let's say, like, you know what? She's from the asteroid that's going to hit us tomorrow. Okay. That's where she's from. How about that? Let's just play this game while we're here. Let's give it up for Pam Engelhart.
Hey, Ingrid, I'm sorry. I'm not sure I'll be able to vote for you tomorrow because I only do what the voices tell me to do. So there's never a guarantee of that, okay? But I do like the horns. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to sit on one of those about now. Anyway, hi.
Oh, wow.
I'm not from Chicago. Well, originally, I was from Gary, Indiana. Now, there's a place to be from, me and Michael J., okay? And now I live in a suburb of Chicago that no one's ever heard of, so who really cares? Don't expect much tonight, and you won't be disappointed. That's all I have to say. Welcome to the Day of the Dead. And speaking of the dead, I almost choked on a gummy bear today. And, you know, I just want to say, if that ever does happen, just let people know that a bear killed me and leave it at that. Okay. So I have a new topic I want to talk to you all about tonight that no one's addressed. It's politics. It's pretty aggravating, I know, but there's other aggravations, other aggravating things in life, like when I'm out somewhere alone and somebody starts to talk to me. That's pretty aggravating. I just want to look them right in the eye and say, oh, you can see me? Maybe they'll start talking. Hell, I don't know. So, America, we need to limit all politicians to 2 terms, 1 in office and 1 in prison. It works really good in Chicago and Detroit. So, hey, why not? And God, I was just you remember way back when Sarah Palin was the craziest person in politics. Oh my God, good times, good times. Oh Lord, and did you know there's actually a question on the entrance exam for medical school? It asks to take the letters P, E, N, S, I, and spell out the most important part of the body when it's erect, okay? So whoever spells out spine, they go to medical school. Everybody else goes to Congress. What the hell? So there you go. Anyway, I tried to make a joke about self-isolation. I just couldn't get close, so forget about that. I don't know. A lot of people find self-isolation hard, but I've never felt more at home. What can I say? Not my best Monday, okay? First of all, it's darker than hell when I got up. This time change is a pain in my butt. If it gets any darker, we won't have to get up at all. I swear to God. And why bother? And then my boss tells me this morning that I have a preoccupation with vengeance. I said, yeah, we'll see about that, okay? And I don't care, even if I'm on the verge of being fired, I've got enough money. I'm not worried. As long as I die by 9 o'clock tonight, there's not gonna be any problem whatsoever. Actually, I do like this time of year. You know, I got to put up my Halloween decorations this weekend while I was eating a turkey sandwich and watching the Hallmark Hall of Fame channel for all the Christmas specials. So, man, you can multitask like nothing. And the good news, the really good news is leg shaving season is over officially. So you couldn't be happy about that, right? Anyway, my boss is just about to exceed the limit of my medication today. And I say, the hell, you know, if at first you don't succeed, just redefine success. That's all I have to say. Anyhow, I love you guys. It's good to see everyone. It really is. Brooke Sullivan, you sound like a country singer. And you're pretty hot. Nice guy. I don't know you, but not bad. Yeah.
Take it.
Grandma like. Anyway, I'm done. Put a fork in me. I'm done. Wherever the hell I'm at, wherever the hell I'm from, it doesn't matter. I'm not getting paid. Bye.
Oh my God. And give it up for Pam Engelhart. Jesus Christ. We're going to put a fork in her. I love that she's like, you know what? I'm so good in here. Meanwhile, now she's so good in lockdown. She's hitting on Zoom comedians. And she
Hell
wants
yeah.
to get on my horns.
That's what I call virtual reality, baby.
Like, girl, don't I know it? Don't I know it? I'm just saying, don't I know it? This lockdown, and it's going to continue for the rest of the next couple years. I can't wait. It's like, yay. I also felt the same way you did. I was really happy about being in lockdown because I was so happy I didn't have to deal with any of the parents at my kids' school. Like, I was like, yes, it's done. I don't have to look at them. And then they introduced Zoom. And now all I do is deal with those parents. Actually, they kicked me off of Zoom. That's fine. Now I got on this show, and until I kicked off of here, it's, you know, who cares? All right, we'll keep this going. We'll keep this rolling. We'll keep everything happening. So this gentleman is the country singer from Chicago. Yeah, he wants you to follow him on Instagram. None of us, by the way, none of us want you to follow us. Just follow him, okay? He might sing you a ditty. Let's give it up for Brooks, the comic Brooks Sullivan.
Yahoo!
Thank you. Thank you. Oh man, it's so nice to get to do comedy, even in a Zoom. I miss being on the road though. I really do. You know, not being able to do comedy as much in clubs. I had to get a day job, and that sucks. And so I got a corporate sales job, and it'd be great, except for like corporations have all these rules that don't make any sense. Like at my company, for instance, cigarette smokers every 2 hours get a 10-minute break to go outside, smoke a cigarette on company time, right? But I have to do cocaine in the bathroom like a criminal on my time. Come on. Trying to get healthier this year, trying to get to the gym a little bit more, trying to eat a little bit better. The other day at the gym, though, this trainer just walked up to me out of nowhere. He's like, hey, man, see you here all the time. You're putting in the work. You're not getting the results. Dick. It's like, you got to get on the keto diets. Yeah, you got to do that. I'm like, all right, man, I'll look it up. He's like, I'm going to tell you about it. I'm like, great. God, I hate you. And he explained the keto diet to me, and it's this super like low carb, high fat thing. And I'm like, look, man, this all sounds great, but my wife is Hispanic, and tacos are like one out of one thing she knows how to make. I don't really know if giving up those tortillas is a real feasible option for me at this point. He says, don't worry about it. all you got to do, lose the tortillas, sub in a lettuce wrap, keto tacos. You're good to go. So now I don't go to that gym anymore. No, he can shove his rabbit tacos up his ass. Not eating those things. Oh, man. So my mom's an idiot. Yeah, she's not here. It's okay. No, I don't mean she's an idiot like intelligence-wise. She's actually a very smart person. She's just one of those people that when she says things, you're like, really? That was rolling around upstairs and you thought out loud was going to be a good move? Like I went home for dinner a couple weeks ago. She had this t-shirt on. It was a great shirt. It said bad and a picture of a donkey on it. You know, badass. I'm like, Mom, that's a really funny shirt. I love that. Where'd you get it? She's like, isn't it cute? Bad donkey. What? What the fuck's a bad donkey? Mom, it's badass. That's not even a hard shirt to figure out. She's like, oh my God, that is so embarrassing. It is so good. You are the only person who heard me say that. I'm like, oh, Mom, don't worry about it. I'm going to take care of that real quick. Had to get someone quick, right? Get the joke off while it was hot. So I ran to my sister, Caitlin. I'm like, Caitlin, please do not tell me you've seen Mom's shirt. She's like, I just saw it. It's so cute. Bad donkey. Oh, for fuck's sake. There's two of you in this family? I can't be the smartest person in this household. I just bragged about doing cocaine at work on the internet. Oh my God. I do love doing comedy though. I really do. I love this stuff because it's a weird job that not everybody has. And so people always have questions about being a stand-up comic and what it's like. And you always get the same one though. It's always like, oh, you're a comedian. PC culture, ruining comedy, right? You can't say anything more. They're just going to cancel you. It's like, yeah, I guess that's true if you're like a really shitty comic or a dick. But, you know, I personally think you can say anything you want on stage. I think when that mic's in my hand, it's all fair game. As long as my joke falls into one of two categories. One, I didn't write it to be a dick. I didn't do it to personally hurt someone. Or two, it's really freaking funny. I think as long as you end up in one of those two categories, you're good. And this isn't me setting you guys up like I'm about to say something super offensive. I'm not an offensive comic. I'm not a prejudiced person. I don't have a single prejudice bone in my body. I truly don't care about your race, your skin color, your gender, your religion, your sexual orientation, your tattoos, how much money. I don't care because I believe that everyone online is at your core and in your soul just an absolute piece of shit. I think that everybody sucks. If you're sitting there right now, like I'm a good person, you're not. You're an asshole. Your mom thinks you're an asshole. Don't feel bad. Your mom's the dick. It's just how it is. Oh, man. So Joe was mentioning about how Illinois made weed legal. And I got to be honest with you, I'm nervous. I really am. Because like edibles are now available to everyone. And if you've never had a pot cookie before, a pot brownie, there's some things you need to know before you indulge. Mostly that it is not like smoking normal weed. It's more like Russian roulette. How high do you think you're going to get with every bite? And you don't know where this roller coaster is going to go. You might feel nothing or you're going to feel nothing for a week. It's just how it works. God, I one time got so high that I went to Walmart and stole clothes. I've never stolen anything in my entire life. You know how much clothes cost at Walmart? Even as a comedian, I don't need to steal them. But I had this brownie. I'm wandering around high as a giraffe. I see these khaki pants. I'm like, oh, I gotta have them right now. I put them on right over my shorts. Kept wandering around, saw this red polo. I'm like, oh, I need that too. Right on over my shirt. Tucked it in all nice. And then I went to the entrance of Walmart and I spent 4.5 hours welcoming people to Target. And that was awesome. Guys, you were absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for having me out tonight. Please follow me at Brooks the Comic on Instagram.
Ow, give it up for Brooks.
All right, Brooks, thank you. Woo!
That was awesome. You big stoner in Target. Love it. Okay, love it.
Yeah, I give it up for Brooks.
I love Pam. Okay, we got it. You never really know. Like this is just like we're all together like Hollywood Squares. We're just gonna turn each other.
You're like the Brady Bunch.
We are the Brady Bunch. Lord, Brooks, oh my God, I hope your mom's watching tonight because you just called her a jackass. I mean, you literally just called her a jackass. It's good. I am not Brooks's mom, if any of you are wondering. Okay, it's not me. I have my own kid who can't stop texting me right now, knowing I'm in a show and doesn't care. So there you go. Yeah, it's weird. I'm a mom. It's true. Okay, we're just gonna keep this party going in my club quarantine, and I may go missing. Who knows? This next gentleman, he's from the Chicago area. He's a regular at the Improv. I don't even know if it's open anymore, but he was a regular. Is it open?
No.
It's open. He's a regular at the Improv in
like 2 weeks.
Chicago. That's awesome. You can hear him on WGN and WIS Radio. Let's give it up for Mike Maxwell.
Hey, Mike.
Mike.
This is exciting. This is nice. Thank you all. Thank you, Mark, for organizing it. And I know you say we're donating our time, but I do appreciate you paying us also in Kohl's cash. That was very nice. Thank you. I will use that.
I like the Rorschach drawings behind you.
Yep, those are my kids. My kids. When you have kids, you can't afford decorations. That's the kids are decorating the house. They also have just taken to the walls. They don't need canvas. They'll just go straight to drywall. That's how that plays out. So it's perfectly fine.
Yeah, that first one looks like me and Brooks in bed together.
Wow. All right.
I'm sure of it.
You're sure of it? Holy. Brooks, look, man. She's just taken over my set. It's gotten uncomfortable because Jess said she wasn't your mom. Now Pam is definitely your grandma. Yep. Well, yeah, you just hug that wife of yours and just be happy that she isn't over the hill and enjoying menopause either. So, my God, every time I talk to Pam, she's nice, and then after 2 sentences, she turns into this complete hornball. So,
yeah, you better be nice to old people. We don't care about life sentences anymore, you know.
Yeah, I know. It's a shame we could see you slowly walking from 3 blocks away. So it's okay. It'll be all right, Pam. It's good to see you.
Good to see you. Back to you, Mike.
Thanks, Pam. I appreciate it. This should end the interactive portion of the evening. I don't know, but I'm probably going to be interrupted again because I think you told me before the show that prescriptions are too expensive now. So
True.
It's true. It's fine. It's fine. This is nice. I know it's good to do virtual shows. I actually I don't mind being on the road. I like the road, but I also like virtual shows because you get to kick your family out of the house. You tell them you have to leave. So this is good. This is, no matter what way about it, I'm happy to do comedy. So I don't mind sports being on. I thought that with the quarantine that I'd go crazy for not having sports, but I realized I don't really care if sports are part of my life or not. I just need nacho cheese and I will find anything interesting for 2 to 3 hours at a time. I could put tortilla chips in a helmet and I can watch anything happen on my block, and that's good enough. And the thing is though, like, I'm not going to go back to sports live when we're cleared to get into the stadiums, because I don't really have the interest anymore. Mainly because I am almost 40, so I am older than every athlete. Okay, I'm not going to spend $100 to go watch some kid named Bryce or Lonzo. All right, it's not worth it. Not going to happen. All right, I have no desire whatsoever to do that. And the thing is, like, for me, like, sports are great. I actually love how we name our teams, because the mascot concept is just ridiculous. Like, we have to intimidate people when we play them. And if you root for any team that's a human, you're rooting for a terrible group of people. If you like the Vikings or the Cowboys or the Pirates, they were not the nice people. If you look at the history books, they did some pretty gross things. Like, pillaging is a real soft kind of blanket we put over our history books. So yeah, terrible thing. Now, someone might come at me and say, well, what about the Volunteers? I go, yeah, 1 out of 75 human names, right? That's probably the best one out there. But I think, you know, if we were going down that road of like intimidating horrible human mascots, that means eventually we will have an expansion team, and they will be known as the voting baby boomers. And I think that's going to be great. It's going to scare the daylights out of a lot of people, frankly. I did a fundraiser last year for a Catholic grade school in the Chicago suburbs, and they were, you know, doing their auction and stuff, and they had me do some comedy. And then I noticed that their mascot for the Catholic school was the Crusaders. And I went to a Catholic grade school, and our mascot was the Crusaders, which just means there's really no originality when we're going through the cycle here in the Catholic folklore. Could we possibly maybe not go after wartime criminals as some of our intimidating Christ-like characters? Can we not? Is there a chance of maybe throwing in a shepherd there, maybe a Samaritan? Maybe the Saint Joseph Good Listeners. Like, is that something that we could throw out there possibly for the kids? No? Okay, let's pillage. Let's do it. That's fine. By the way, Jess, totally didn't time myself, but that's fine. You let Joe go for 40. That's fine. I've met, no, I won't do that joke. I won't do that joke. So my wife and I are like at a good spot, like in the relationship right now. In quarantine, everything is good. We've gone through our quarantine rage, and now we're at this, like, this is it. So we accept things, and I don't have a problem with my in-laws. Like, my father-in-law lives in Canada. That's not a threat. Okay, he's not coming around for 4 years. And then my mother-in-law lives in Elgin, which is like West Canada. So she's not coming around. She also has 2 bad knees, and I have 14 stairs in my house. So we kind of built kryptonite into the house. So last year she watched Christmas from the driveway. She was like, "Does he like it?" We're like, "Yeah, he does. Now go back to your car and warm up." So the biggest problem in my life was is my wife's house cat. Like, she has a morbidly obese house cat. All right. That needs to jimmy the laws of inertia to fling herself onto the counter so she could eat her prescription fat food. All right. And then vomit said fat food. Okay. And then have the nerve to say we should call her princess. That's not royal behavior. It's not royal behavior at all. I don't know, maybe it is. I don't read the tabloids. But the thing is, like, I used to get worried, right? Like, while I was dating my wife, that we would get into this big fight, we would break up, and then we would never see each other. And then some other guy would come into her life, sweep her off her feet, they would fall in love, and then that man would get to see that cat die. Like, I deserve to see that cat dead, guys. I'm a good Irish Catholic. I'm not going to kill it. But I will wait it out. I will wait that cat out. And I'm excited. Well, I shouldn't say excited. I'm happy to report there's an update to this story. Last year, the cat died. So that was pretty good. It was pretty good. It's an exciting. For those of you at home wondering, that is roughly 645 prayer candles. That's how much it takes. But also, it did not die from science, because nothing could stop this fur chunk that lived in my house. Okay, so the cat got out into our backyard and then crawled under one of the holes in the fence and went into the front yard. And then I was at work, and I got a phone call from my wife that apparently a car had hit the cat and killed the cat. Look, don't worry, Patty, don't freak out, because the cat was so fat that it didn't even splatter. It just bounced off the cat through the car. And it bounced off the car, bounced off a tree, and then died. It pinballed itself to death, okay? So my wife calls me, and she goes, oh, and she's, in the middle of the day, if anybody calls you when you're over 30, somebody died. And so, like, I was like, uh-oh, who's dead? And then she goes, you wanted this. I'm like, oh, I know, it's Princess, she's dead. I'm like, I did not put a hit out on the cat. I've wished on many stars, I've lit prayer candles, but I did not put a hit out on your cat. So I took her to the vet to be cremated, and believe it or not, when I dropped her off, all you have to do is pay $80 and it goes away. Like, it's the greatest experience whatsoever. It was the nicest. I'm going to wrap now. I'm Mike Maxwell. Thank you guys so much.
Oh my God, give it up for Mike Maxwell. Wow. For all you cat lovers out there. Mike, I'm sorry, I don't like cats either. I mean, you just didn't like your cat. I don't like cats, but there's a lot of cat lovers on here. So I'm going to have a lot of enemies right now, but it's okay. All right. It is okay that you killed the cat. Mike killed the cat. It's all right. It's all right. You can say whatever you want. And I'm glad your marriage is doing great through the cat killing. I think it's great. Mine is also doing great. I keep it in a special place, my marriage, right in my backyard where I buried my husband. Put your cat there too, honey. We could just put your cat there too. Yeah, I want fame somehow. It's going to be on the ID channel. Okay, so we're gonna keep this little funky show going just because we can. This next lady, I adore her. I have to say, I have to tell anybody out there, I started comedy. She was one of the first ladies I've met. She is so funny. She's a Valley 818, another lady of the 818 Cougar. She also has a special out right now on Amazon called Sleazy Does It. Go check it out. She's one of my favorites. Let's give it up for Sally Mullins.
Sally, woohoo!
Thank you. Thank you. So I have 5 cats. I do. I really do. I have 5 indoor cats. That's what you smell. You can smell them in your square. You can smell them. Wow, $80 cremation? Hook me up with your vet.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. Before you crazy cat lady me, though, I also have 4 dogs. I'm just a lady. I'm just a lady in the valley. I'm in the valley the same as Jessica. I'm a real housewife of the 818. I'm actually in a green card marriage. I've got to get out of it. I've been in this green card marriage for so long. It's keeping me from getting into other green card marriages with guys with more money. That would be cool. My crazy, well, which one? One of my crazy abusive exes called me this morning and he was like, you know, go Trump. I'm going to be voting tomorrow, but I'm just wishing that you don't have to deal with any civil unrest this week. And I was like, Kevin, the only person I ever called the cops on was you. I'm your Karen, Kevin. I'm your Karen. Yeah, he's crazy. And I went through some stuff in the valley, Jessica. But you know what? That's in the past. And I'll say this about my ex. He's easy on the eyes. He never hit my face.
Oh, no.
That's right. It's the time in the show we go dark, right? Pam can relate.
Yeah.
You know what? I am so excited to be off. I need to get off this Trump train. I am so ready for him to be gone. I want off the Trump train. Not that I was ever on the Trump train. I don't think I'm hot enough to be on it. Donald Trump is always like, I will run out there and I will kiss all the beautiful women. I am never so happy to have been a 7. 7. LA 7. There you go. There you go. 2 good hands though. Now that I look at that, pretty hot. Happy belated Halloween. It was so nice and chill here. I don't have kids. I didn't have to deal with anybody else's kids. I think if you still gave out candy on Halloween night Friday, you're probably a little too into kids.
Totally.
You might have been giving out candy all year.
Yeah.
You might also have a van.
Totally.
I'm so glad I'm not a pedophile because they're so annoying to me, you know? God. All right, so I come from money, but it's been a while. And I'm at the point, like, I thought I would save all this freaking money in quarantine. Not so much, all right? I see a trailer in my future, and that trailer smells like cats. The first part of accepting that you're going to be moving into a mobile home is calling it a manufactured home.
Yeah.
Now, like you, Denise, I have an idea for a reality thing. I want to get like an RV, okay? And I want to get all my ex-boyfriends and put them in that RV and watch them fight and kill each other, film a reality show, lose your Zako. Get me a fucking meeting. So this is, sorry, I mean to curse. This is actually a very, I can work PG-13. Here's the deal. I can work PG-13. It just helps if that 13-year-old's had a really hard life. Because I got it. This is how much I don't like kids. I know this is a little weird because I know I look like a total mom. I have like resting cool mom face. But believe me, okay, I chose fitness over family. That's why they call it abortion. Thank you. I'm a female comedian. I've got to have at least one abortion joke because every female comedian's had at least one abortion. Just here's how not into kids I am. So I live in the West Valley. I'm driving to this gig in Palm Springs on a Sunday morning. It's like 2.5 hours away. Comics, I'm doing it for $50, okay? It's a pool party in the middle of a hot day. And as I'm driving with my hangover, I'm like, oh my God, are there gonna be kids at this pool party? I hate doing comedy in front of kids. And I get a text while I'm driving, you know, and they tell me, remind me that it's at a nudist colony and I'm supposed to do the gig naked. I don't even remember signing up for this, but all I could think was, yay, no kids. Here I come to get naked for $50 in front of Republican swingers and cops and no kids. But you know what? I actually would not mind dating a cop right now because everyone's mad at cops. So there's like no competition. Officer, Karen's lonely. You got a lonely little Karen over here. Officer, can I get some help? Here's the deal. I think that I have to accept, I think I wasted a lot of my good man getting years. What I mean to say is in a lot of my good man getting years, I was wasted. I used to drink even more and I still drink, okay? What does Eurotrash do with a stimulus check? Eurotrash joins a wine club, yay! Was anybody else getting so hammered at the start of quarantine? So hammered all the time. Yes, because we were spraying alcohol everywhere. And I was like, oh, if I could even get hold of like a quart of alcohol, I will kick that back Kitty Dukakis style. If you're old enough to know who Kitty Dukakis is, you are probably an alcoholic.
It's true.
I love it. I love drinking. It's hard. I am Eurotrash. I'm from England. I'm sorry. I lost my accent. I moved to Florida when I was 9 years old. And some people say the Florida cancels the England out. I lost my accent, people, forgive me, okay? Like, I do still have the inability to love or be loved. Very British. 1 minute, okay. Oh my God. Oh yeah. This is, dudes love the English accent, Jessica. I was in bed with this guy a couple of weeks ago and he goes, speak English. I'm like, okay, press 1. You guys in your squares have been pretty cool. I do want to say, like, I'm going to keep sitting here with my resting mom face, going to support the show, going to laugh, because it's like the show says, laughter is the best medicine,
Yes.
especially when there's no vaccine. For another freaking year, people. I'll see you in a square soon, all right? Let's get crazy. Follow me on Instagram. I've never been on Facebook. That's why I'm still happy. All right.
Allie Mullins. Follow her on Instagram. I'm also not on Facebook.
Woo!
I know. I mean, I'm on it, but on accident. Like it was, I don't know what happened. Like I just, I guess, I don't know, but I'm glad I'm not on it. Follow Sally Mullins, 818. What's going on?
Someone's got their TV on.
Good?
The TV.
Yeah, I'm waiting for a Zoom bomber just to like fling out something random. I don't know what. Like, I'm not sure, but it's okay. It's good. It's good. Sally, I'll be seeing you in the 818, sister.
Good.
Right? I got dreams. You're mine. Oh, I wanted to say one more thing. I also was called a Karen. Recently, somebody was like, "You're a Karen," because I just have a big mouth. And I was like, "I'm not a Karen, I'm a Jessica." And that has its own problems. So back the fuck off. Sorry. God, I got a whole other issue with the Jessica. Jeez Louise. Okay. This next lady, I love her. Oh my God, I love her. She's awesome. She plays the nurse Ryan on Chicago Fire. And she's currently writing a book called More Trouble Than She's Worth. She's got so many shows. You got to follow her on Instagram too. She's got all kinds of like coffee and whiskey and books. I don't know, but she's got like, I don't know what's happening with her, but she is a busy lady. Let's give it up for Patti Vasquez.
Hello, thank you. There's so much to talk about now just based on these conversations. Joe was making fun of me. I did a live show in Munster, Indiana 10 days ago, and the crowd was a little bigger than I thought it would be because people are eager to be around each other and to laugh. And so I am self-quarantining at my Uncle Tommy's house. And let me tell you something, everyone should have an Uncle Tommy. It's amazing. This is actually a deck. I'm in the dunes. So there's a great view of the lake and it's beautiful. Anyway, Joe already left, so I couldn't address his thoughts about the furniture here. I was mesmerized by Joe's pinky ring, which I haven't seen. Last time I watched Goodfellas, but also, and I didn't know I was supposed to have an abortion during my conference. It's too late. I think, I don't know. That was one of my favorite things. For those of you who don't know, I ran for office, and my favorite night. So you do get to go door to door, and you're ringing bells and trying to have conversations. And one night it was freezing out, and this woman basically rips the door off the hinges. She's like, "What?" And I was like, "Hi, my name is Patti Vasquez. I'm running to be your state rep." And she goes, "I don't have time." And she yanks the card out of my hand, and I try to walk away, only she goes, "Hold on a second." She goes, "I'm sorry. I was doing the dishes. My kids are making me crazy, and I'm pretty sure I'm going through menopause." And I go, "Oh my God, is your skin feel like it's on fire and your scalp feels like it's just icy hot?" And she's like, "Yes." So I think that's what's happening. I think there are a lot of people like Pamela, who are actually thriving in the quarantine, the self-shelter. My mother is one of them. My mother is how do I put this? She's a miserable person, but I love her. But I think that when everybody was suffering, that's when she felt most comfortable. Oh, everyone's unhappy. Fantastic. And I do wish that before the pandemic hit, the crisis, I wish I'd had more time to just be out with my husband, maybe more dates. We didn't really spend that much time because we have two boys, one of whom has a severe disability. So it's hard for us to get a babysitter. And my mom, when she would babysit them, was, a disaster. Griffin would cry that I miss my mommy, I miss my mommy. And my mother, who is from Mexico, would say, "I miss my mother too, but you don't see me crying." Great, it's very good. But I don't mind. My mother, by the way, lives in our building. She doesn't live in our building. We actually live in her building. She owns it. We have it's a 2-apartment. It's a 2-flat is what we call them in Chicago. And she loves saying that. She loves saying, "I am your landlord. You can skip rent this month, but I know where you live." She's an incredible woman. She's glad that I'm able to keep working because, you look around and you see a lot of folks who are out of work, who are afraid to lose their jobs. And I think over the course of my life, just the different jobs that I've had, I had over 40 different part-time jobs throughout my life and some full-time jobs. I've been fired twice. The first time was for, I worked at a hot dog joint. We had a soft serve ice cream machine, and we may have had a bit of an ice cream fight that involved a lot of cherry throwing. And And it was fun, and it was worth getting fired. The second time, I reported sexual harassment, and so that's how I got fired. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know, like, when you said, hey, maybe the boss shouldn't grab my ass. I thought that people did the right thing. They don't. Look at Sally's face. She's like, I'm sorry, what's happening? What's happening? Yeah, that happened. But I mean, like, with all the jobs I ever had, my favorite job was being a lifeguard. I wasn't very good at it. Whenever someone would start to drown, I would be like, oh my God, I am so sorry. I just ate lunch. I'm going to wait a half an hour. I'm going to wait at least an hour just to be safe. I was a sales girl. I used to leave my job in the middle of the day. I don't know if anyone's ever tried that. I would just walk out and not show up again. Oh yeah. Well, now I'm afraid to walk into some restaurants because I can't now because they're all closed, but I would be afraid to walk into a restaurant and feel like I still work there. That's how much I would just walk out of my jobs. I miss being around people. This Halloween was just sad. I remember last year, I love giving out, I love the trick-or-treaters. I love seeing the costumes. I never asked somebody what are you, little girl or little, I didn't make them go through that whole thing except for one. There was a cheerleader, a little 8-year-old, great cheerleader outfit, only she had zombie makeup on with her face peeling off and just cuts everywhere. And I said, oh, are you a zombie cheerleader? And she goes, no, I'm a cheerleader who was killed in a driving accident. I think your mommy wants me to give you a Bible. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Situation. And I'm going to miss Christmas shopping this year because it's not going to be the same. I mean, you can, but it's not going to be like those full-blown meltdowns in the stores that you're used to seeing at the holidays where the kids have had too much candy and the moms are at their wits' end. And there comes a point in a mom's life where you wonder, am I doing a good job? And I think that every mom should say you're doing a good job to yourself, even if you're pretending, because screw it. I know that there are moms out there who did a better job than I did. Their kids never had sugar and their kids never watched TV, and screw that. I never had that kind of time. I turned the TV off once for 3 days. Oh my God, there was so much talking. Mommy, 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 mom. And the thing is, the first time you hear mommy, it's wonderful until you realize they're never going to stop saying it. You have to respond once in a while, right? Because it might be something important, only it was usually something like, mommy, who do you think was cooler, Batman or Superman? And I don't know what the right answer is because I know what my answer is. I mean, Superman was an alien with a dead-end job, and Batman is a billionaire. I'm pretty sure mommy would have slept with Batman, and that's not the question you asked. Husband wears utility belt to bed. He really does. I'm just saying. You never know. The other thing that I think moms need to be able to say, and this sounds judgmental, but I think that it's important to say, there are moms I'm doing a better job than. I just say it. I'm better than some of these other moms. And I don't have a spank bank. I have a mom bank where I think of the times I've seen. I saw one mom in a store say, I'm going to kick you if you don't shut up. I'm sorry. I'm better than that mom. I saw one mom and her kid was losing their mind in the toy aisle, and the kid was like, I want Santa to bring me Elmo. I want Santa to bring me Elmo. I want Santa to bring me Elmo. I want Elmo. And finally the mom went, Santa's dead. And I was like, kill Santa. I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope that everyone is calm and ready for tomorrow. I did have my first COVID test, and it is like a pap smear for the brain, but you can get. Thanks,
Say hi to your uncle for me.
I was just like, hey, Patti, don't forget about me and your uncle. Okay, we're friends. Oh, Patty's giving us a tour. All right, so this is the Vasquez tour. This is a new show, everyone. You never know what's going to happen.
I think she works for Wayfair or something.
Oh, she does? Let's not say Wayfair. I think they're the ones that are trafficking children. I don't know. I don't know what's happening, but it's one of those companies, all right? It's just, you never know what's going down. Patti, I love that you're a great mom, and that you can give yourselves kudos for that. I'm also a great mom because I feel like I've raised an artist. She carved pumpkins. We didn't do that, although there were kids all over my street for some fucking weird reason. And my son actually put a note that says, "We don't have candy, fuck off." I think I'm a good mom for that. Like, I was proud. And I love that the one pumpkin we had lit up was carved as a penis. Okay. Yes. Because my daughter did that. And she was like, "It's happy Halloweeny, Mom." So yes, I deserve kudos too. Yes. Mama of the year right here. Oh my God. My crown, my tiara is falling off. Okay. This next gentleman, I hope he's ready. I'm going to tell you, he didn't give me an intro. I'm going to tell you the intro that I'm going to give him because I think it's so fitting. Oh shit, my bad. Can I get a virtual pass? Let's give it up for Zako Ryan.
Oh, what the hell does that mean? I don't even know what the fuck that means. I need a virtual pass when I know what a virtual pass means.
You wrote it.
I don't even know what that means. Hey, how's everybody doing? Everybody's doing good. I spilled wine on my shirt. That's why you're not supposed to wear white after Labor Day, apparently. I think that's when we start drinking red wine. I don't know what's going on. Everybody give it up for Mark Klaber. Thank you so much for putting this all together. Mark, it's November 1st. He's still in his Halloween costume as Tim Allen from the Santa Claus. What is happening, Mark? You don't need to wear it. you can take it off, man.
Oh, man.
It's delayed. You look good, man. You look like you're handling the quarantine well. You're killing it, man. You're killing it. Joe Antonacci dipped out of here after making fun of everybody on the planet. That's some ridiculous shit. I'm sure the Godfathers wouldn't be happy with him. It's unbelievable. Joe Antonacci's making fun of woke culture. Like, at least, like, we only threw statues into a lake. You know what I mean? Like, if you're telling me that Joe Antonacci hasn't tied some bricks to some fella's ankles, you got me fucked up, man. I don't know about that. Good. Antonacci, it sounds like a Godfather's appetizer. Hello, sir. How's the Antonacci here? He's like, "Oh, it's fine. I just don't recommend it. I'd rather you go with the crab legs." He's like, "Oh, but the Antonacci. The Antonacci." I don't know what's going on, dude. Oh, man. I just got off a road trip, man. I went all across the country. I know you're not supposed to do that, but I wasn't staying in like public places. I was like camping and saying it was dope. Like the first, I don't really know geography that well, so I was going from Chicago to Seattle, and my friend was like, "Well, what's the first stop?" And I was like, "Let's visit my parents in South Carolina." That's like it was a 2-day detour. Is what the fuck happened. Yeah, I should just read maps more. I don't know. We went and visited. I got a Puerto Rican stepdad, and which is weird because I'm from Beaufort, South Carolina. He's the only one there, dude. I have no idea where my mother found this guy. She just set out a can of Goya and hid in the bushes. I don't know. She just rolled a couple plantains out. Mira! And he just showed up with a gold bracelet, que paso. He needed a poppy, and she was like, "Yes." He's like, "Okay, cool, man." He's a good dude, man. My stepdad he's Puerto Rican. Here's a funny story. My stepdad at his prime was the best volleyball player in Puerto Rico. My stepdad is 5'6". In the States, I see volleyball players, I see Goliaths. So in my 14-year-old head, I'm going 5'6" is just Puerto Rican tall. It must be. So he goes, "You want to go to Puerto Rico?" And here's the thing, like he hit his growth spurt early. I hit mine late. Like he was just young. He had like a beard and a mustache like they do. I didn't even have armpit hair until I was 20. I just didn't like grow and spurt well. I hit my growth spurt late. So he was like, "You want to go to Puerto Rico?" I was like, "Of course I want to go to Puerto Rico. I'm 17 years old. Let's go to Puerto Rico." We go to Puerto Rico. We go up into his family's place. They want to go out into the woods, but the problem is I don't ever want to do that because where they live is up against the mountain and they don't have guardrails in that motherfucker for some reason. I don't know if the hurricanes took them or they just didn't vote for them or something, but they're not there. And I was like, I'm not going back on the mountains. I'm staying here and I'm going to play basketball. Here's why. I go to play basketball. I walk down there. Everybody's Puerto Rican tall. 5'7", tops, 5'8". I'm 6'5". I'm about to be Michael Jordan on this island. You understand what I'm saying? And they all got full beard, mustache, grown men. I'm yamming on everybody between the legs. I don't even know if like gravity works the same way on that island because I'm dunking ways I've never dunked before. I've never dunked before. I'm alley-ooping to myself off the backboard. It's incredible. I leave there. They follow me back to my aunt's house because I'm incredible. They're Michael Jordan. They're yelling this shit. I'm killing these motherfuckers, right? Grown men, beards, mustaches, dunking. We get back to my aunt's house and my mom comes out and she's like, "You made friends." I was like, "Made friends my ass. I just kicked everybody's ass on the basketball court. I want to live here." You understand? And they're walking by and I was like, "Yeah, these are my friends, Michael Jordan." Yeah. My aunt walks out, says some shit in Spanish. My stepdad starts laughing. I go, "What'd she say?" She goes, "That's the local middle school." I go, "Why do they all have beards? Why? Why do they all have beards? I thought these are grown-ass men I'm playing against. They're the local middle school. The rim is 8 feet tall. That's why I'm dunking on my own. I'm jamming on everybody. I think I'm playing grown men because they just come out with full beards and mustaches. That's why Puerto Rican women have C-sections so they don't get rashes. They come out, they got whole beards and mustaches when they come out. I go, "Why would they play with me?" And they go, "Because they thought you were young because you don't have armpit hair." I was like, "Oh shit." Because they thought 6'5" was just tall, short for white guy, I guess. I don't know. It's crazy. Going down south, like I remember and I realized like nothing matters more to my mother than hunting. Like that's her shit. She wants to hunt because all she wants to do is hunt. She FaceTimes me the other day. I answer, "Hello, how's it going?" It's like, "Hey, baby, I haven't talked to you in a while. How's everything?" I was like, "It's good." She's like, "Listen, the deer are here." You understand me? Like the deer are out here. It's a beautiful scene. Every morning I go out there. There's so much deer. I can't wait to catch a deer. And I'm looking at her. She's wearing this blue hospital gown. I go, "Mom, where are you at?" And she goes, "Oh, I'm in Buford Hospital, Memorial Hospital right now." Like, what do you? I was like, "You don't think you should have led with that?
Yeah.
You don't think you should lead with the you're in the hospital part? You think I care more about you hunting?" And she was like, "Baby, you don't understand. Rutting season is Saturday." What is today? I go, "Thursday." They go, "They got to get this shit out of me tonight." I go, "What's going on?" She goes, "My diverticulitis is flaring up. They're going to take out some of my intestines." I was like, that is the first thing you should say when you call me. The first thing you say can't be about you hunting. The first thing you should say is you're about to lose some of your small intestine lining. That's the first thing you got to tell me. She's like, "Listen, I couldn't even go hunting yesterday. Here's what you got to understand." I go, "Oh, word?" She goes, "This is what you have to understand. I was so cramped up yesterday, I couldn't even go hunting. I drove to the stand. I couldn't even climb up. I climbed back down, got back in the golf cart, drove back to the farm, picked up Pop, brought him all the way back to the stand so we can get up in the stand and I can sit in the bushes and just use the deer call." I was like, "You what? You put Pop in the stand with the gun so you can just use the deer call." She's just down there blowing the horn. Woo! Woo! My stepdad's looking at her like, "You think that's going to work?" And she looked at him and she was like, "Bitch, this is how I caught you." He was like, "I don't know. I don't think it's going to work." I think you find out about a lot about yourself that you haven't like conquered all your past demons when you like move into a new place. Like you always think like new place, like new me, new energy. I can't wait to, it's just a new me, right? So we move into this new place a couple of days ago. My roommate calls to activate the electric. The electric won't give it to him because he's a male model and someone tried to steal his identity a couple weeks ago. So it was up to me. He was like, "Hey, it's going to take us 3 weeks, but the temperature dropped to 59. I was like, "All right, I'll call him." So I call him. I'm like, "Hey, I'm Zachary Ryan. How's everything going?" They're like, "Cool. What's your social? Here's my social. What's your phone number? Here's my phone number. What's your address? Here's your address." They're like, "You owe us $700. I was like, "Oh shit, never mind." I called my roommate. I was like, "Bro, we're about to be cold for a couple of days because you have to put that shit in your name, bro. I don't know." Hey, I'm Zako Ryan, man. Y'all have a good day.
All right, give it up for Zako Ryan. We're going to keep this going. Holly, I found my wig, baby. Wow, Zako, you really had a wild upbringing, dude. I mean, your mom's a hunter and your dad's a Puerto Rican lover. Like, I guess that would be what's happening here. Oh, he's turned me off. He's like, "I'm out, dude." He's like, "Enough. I got to go deal with my mom and drink my wine, my beer. I got to get back in my groove. All right. And get some electricity, which you have, but no heat." It's the life of a comedian, dude. It's a life of a comedian, except when you marry rich. So this is the end of it. I know you're gonna have to, when you come out to LA, you're just gonna have to, I'll introduce you to some of my single cougar friends. Yeah, they'll just take care of you. You're okay. Oh, he's got a friend coming in. Zako's got a friend coming in who's like, what about me? He doesn't have a problem with women. It's me. I'm the duff. I'm just kidding. I did not see his face.
Is that Eric? That's Eric.
Is it Eric? We can't hear you.
That was an apparition. This place is haunted.
Okay, that's good to know. All right, it's haunted. All right, you can mute me back up if you want.
You look like Cher. You keep changing your hair.
Listen, I gotta spice my life up.
Calm
I'm in
down, Tim
lockdown,
Allen.
baby. This is how it goes. I'm shooting a music video after this. Okay, that's how it's rolling. This next lady, she is our last comedian. She's our final, not the last. She's our final comedian. She's closing the show. I love her. She's not from LA. Maybe she is from LA. I don't know if she's from LA, but she performs all over LA. I've seen her on her couch too, just taking a chill pill. Let's give it up for Holly Logan.
Yay. So that's where my wig is.
Huh.
I'm like, what? You know, I have a wig just like that, except it's not purple. I'm like, that's where my wig. I actually, literally, I never do these Zoom shows without my wig because I feel like I look like a man. I forgot my wig. I was arguing with somebody right before I got on the Zoom. I'm like, fuck, I don't have my wig on. Jessica has it. So there we go. So listen, I've been seeing my therapist too because I want to let you and Sally know, Jessica, I am a Black Karen. I've just figured this out. I've just figured it out. Now that I'm home all day on the quarantine, all I do is look out my window and yell at people all day and tell them what not to do. I get it now. I've now sympathized with the Karens. I get it. They're bored. They don't have anything else to do. I am officially, I guess I'm Karen-nisha, right? I'm Karen-niqua. Sounds like it, yeah. So I have recently had gallbladder surgery. I had my gallbladder removed. Yeah, so that's why I was laying on the couch last week because I was like hurting, but had my gallbladder removed. And somebody said to me, and it really makes sense, they said, Holly, you should call God and see if there's a recall on your body because something is always going on with me. I'm a pincushion. In the last few years, I've had 2 brain surgeries, 2 female surgeries, and now my gallbladder's out. Look at Robbie. She's like, ugh, bitch. Robbie's face. But 2 brain surgeries, 2 female surgeries, now my gallbladder. But I laugh at it when you think about it. I'm like, my brain and my coochie, 2 things I'm not using. And apparently you didn't need a gallbladder in the first damn place. Who knew? But I'm not. So who was it? Pamela was talking about not having medicine, and I lost my job. So that's why I'm not using my brain. So I get it about not having medicine because now I don't have health insurance. So God bless America. I don't have my medicine or insurance. So I'm not using my brain. I'm on dick sabbatical. So I'm not using my coochie. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a pincushion. So yeah, I've just been in a mood. And Sally, you were talking about the RVs. Please come by my house on Sepulveda because apparently that is the RV nation now. I'm pissed off with the homeless people right now. I'm not donating shit else to them because apparently they have enough. It's strewn all over the sidewalk outside. It's like they have their own shopping carts. They can have their own freaking swap meet. And here in LA, in Studio City, if you ride, it's the Coldwater Canyon, it's a street. The homeless are there. If I'm lying, let lightning strike me down right now. One guy has his little tent, futon, and a welcome mat. Well, look who's coming to dinner. I'm like, really? What is going on? It's crazy. I started giving directions to my house by them. I say, when you get past the 3rd RV, make a left. If you get to the meth head with the red sweatsuit on, you've gone too far, back up. Like, I'm over them. But I'm going to be honest and share a secret. The one reason why I don't like homeless people is because I got catfished by one. My ex-boyfriend. Yep, he got me. I should have known, though, the signs were there. I thought the bags, the clothes in his back seat were donations for Goodwill. Who knew it was his closet? I'm like, what did he have to do to get his house ready for me when I came over the first time? Run it through the car wash? But he got me. He catfished me. He told me he was a specialty beverage vendor. So I'm thinking I got some. I'm like, oh, that sounds really nice and sophisticated. Specialty beverage vendor. Until I found out that was code for this fool sold beer and peanuts at the Clippers games. Peanuts, get your peanuts. I had to see my therapist, Jessica, because I had to process the fact that I was dating a human fucking vending machine. I have nightmares about beer bottles chasing me up and down the basketball court to the free throw line. Hey, Denise, I guess I'll get my own reality TV show. Real Housewives of Vending Machines. He got me. So yes, I'm on Dick sabbatical. My friends try to get me to do online dating. I don't make good choices in real life, so I'm surely not going to risk it on online dating. But yeah, I lost my job, sitting at home now, no health insurance. I do edibles. I've learned to do that for my sleep pattern, but I started eating everything I saw in the house. So that was a no-no. So I tried to be smart because I take them to go to sleep, but the munchies would kick in before the sleepies kicked in. So Zako's shaking his head because he knows he's high right now. You know, huh? You know about the edibles. But I said, okay, be kind of smart, Holly. So I started packing snacks. I packed little cheese sticks and stuff in the refrigerator. And I said, okay, I'm going to be good. That way, when I get the munchies, I'll get up and go to the refrigerator. No. My body said, bitch, if you don't call Taco Bell, you will never go to sleep. So I'm just like gaining weight and then looking at the TV, 600-pound life. I'm like trying to balance that out and keep myself from it because those poor souls, I mean, they sit every episode, somebody crying. I don't know how I got to be 600 pounds. The camera pans out. They have to drive through ordering 6 supersized combos of 25 desserts. And they have the nastiest attitudes. They like, I don't need therapy. I don't eat out of emotion. I'm screaming at the TV. No, bitch, you ate the emotion and probably supersized that too. But if I keep going with the edibles, you're going to see me on the episode at Wendy's drive-through or Taco Bell. And I don't know how I got to be 600 pounds. It's ridiculous. So yeah, stressed out. Life's fucked up. I'm praying for tomorrow. If y'all don't see me anymore after tomorrow, I will be on the next boat being sent back to Africa, depending on who wins. I don't know. I'm really nervous. I don't know what to expect. I don't know if my name's going to be changed back to Kunta or what the hell is going on in America. I hope everybody voted and voted smart. Listen, we are sad, y'all. Do y'all realize that we are just the dumbest ass nation ever? Has anybody realized that yet? I am embarrassed to be from America. I really am. And Zako, you shouldn't tell anybody else you're from South Carolina. You're part of the problem.
Oh, shit.
Your mom is? My dad hunts too, though. My dad's a hunter. But he does squirrel. He hunts and eats squirrels. Shoots them out his window. He said they eat his nuts in the tree. He can't get his nuts, so he's going to get them somehow. So he kills a squirrel. So if your mom gets rid of a Puerto Rican husband, maybe she wants a black husband and they can hunt together. Who knows? But it's been great being here with you all and closing the show out. And everybody's been funny and great. And have a great night. Yay!
Oh my God, give it up to Holly, Logan. That was awesome. Mark, can you do me a favor before we close this show? Can you tell everybody where to donate again?
Oh my God, that wig. I swear I can't.
Oh, okay. Everybody, you can donate at spondylitis.org. That's SPONDYLITIS.org. That's it. Spondylitis Association of America.
That's awesome, Mark. Thank you. Thank you, all the comedians. Thank you, everyone who watched the show. Thank you for being patient with my costume changing, whatever. Just because, God, everybody should be dressing up all the time. Like, guys, we're here. Let's make it happen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This has been great. Thank you, Denise. Thank you, Mark, for producing this show. Thank you for our 2 major, they're always in our audience, Robbie and Teme. Thank you. It's been great. We're closing it out. Thank you and good night.